How did the living things on our planet become so varied in their approaches to survival and perpetuating their species? Evolution is the observation that all living things are descended from a common ancestor and have changed over the 3.8 billion years since life first appeared on our planet. The way species changed at first was slow. For about 2 billion years, life was simple bacteria-like organisms obtaining just enough energy to survive and reproduce. It then seemed to explode into a huge variety with the advent of complex cells and multicellular life. Life has primarily evolved on Earth by natural selection, the theory proposed by Darwin, since refined and adapted to match new knowledge in genetics and DNA. DNA carries the code that makes it proteins. These short pieces of DNA are called genes. This code changes by mistakes during replication, mutations. Mistakes can be accelerated by some environmental factors, and new combinations of DNA in individuals can be produced by sexual reproduction. These changes lead to small differences between individuals, which is known as variation. Organisms reproduce, and they always produce far more offspring than have any chance of surviving. This increases both variation and the competition for limited resources. Combinations of genes that can compete, survive, the others die. Selection by the survival of the most fit. New mechanisms of evolution have arrived with humans. Species have recently changed very dramatically in a short time by artificial selection. This is the process by which breeders of plants and animals choose the traits they want. The animals survive because they are looked after. Another new mechanism is the transfer of genes between species produced by modern science. Species are gaining genes they would never naturally have obtained. This can produce dramatic changes in species at a stroke. While natural selection has produced all the species on our planet, humans have added to evolution, or at least to variation, through artificial selection and transgenesis. There seems no stopping us. The first designer proteins are just around the corner. Life on our planet could be transformed in a tiny amount of evolutionary time by humans. The remaining 4 billion years of Earth's existence will be pretty interesting.